Klimovich. 3 coming through center for the Canucks. Down the far wing, but that's taken offside, and Gallant taking exception to that shot post whistle. Klimovich on Murphy.
Yeah, it's Joel Arnston, or pardon me, Klimovich, who shot that puck late. I thought it was 3. Joel Arnston. Now Jett Woo's getting involved here. He's going to drop the mitts with somebody.
Andrew Basha and Jett Woo.
Yeah, that's not much of a fight. That was more Jett Woo jump Basha.
Yeah.
He still has his gloves on. And that's classic Jett Woo. We've seen this behavior going back to when he was a member of the WHL with the Hitmen and the Moose Jaw Warriors. Always been someone who just kind of jumps in, grabs someone, and Basha's letting him know in the penalty box too, kind of giving the, what are you doing, bro? It wasn't even me who was in there going after your guy. Of course, Jett Woo grabs the smallest guy on the ice and starts trying to fill him. So, real leader there, number 4 for White.
Well, looks like we'll have somebody else in the box too. Alex Gallant taking a seat. So,
well, and if he really wanted the smoke, then he should have gone after 20,
sure,
who was the guy that actually grabbed Klimovich after the shot there. But of course, wouldn't expect anything different.
First went after Grushnikov, and then Grushnikov got engaged with somebody else, and that left Andrew Basha in the vicinity, and then Woo grabbing for him. So actually, Klimovich also headed to the box, so looks like offsetting calls here, but
it was a late shot from the Canucks as they came in offside. The lead Canuck was a serious step and a half offside.
Miramanov, just a great attitude since joining the Wranglers, and you touched upon it there. He's been a good leader. A lot of Russians within this particular group. And
young ones, too.
Yes, so he can be a leader in terms of, okay, how are you going to be a pro? Oh, and here we go. Okay, this coming after the whistle, Alex Gallant, and I guess you knew it was coming, Jett Woo, and they get into it literally inside the net. Tolopilo still there.
This one wasn't much of a fight. This was Alex Gallant jumping.
Oh, we got some line brawl action here now.
Yeah, we'll see if this escalates at all, but Woo wasn't going to go with Alex Gallant, and Gallant said, you don't really have a choice, and he jumped him. And he was filling him when he was down on the ice, too. Jett Woo giving a little round of applause to Alex Gallant, of course, always mixing it up in that sense, as he will be returned to the penalty box. Gallant goes down the tunnel here. You got to imagine he's going to have some sort of 10-minute, because I don't know if Woo got his gloves off there. But I also understand, like, Jett Woo goes after Andrew Basha, first-year pro, kind of jumps him earlier on in the game. Like, there's a certain amount of, okay, it's time to answer the bell here. And sure enough, yeah, you'll see it from the top there. And Tolopilo kind of jumps in as he realizes what's happening here. And I think Gallant ends up getting a lot of helmet and kind of back of the neck there as Schultz got in, tried to break him off. But like we talked about, when Jett Woo was going to go out and kind of pick the smallest, youngest player on the ice for the Wranglers, you had to imagine that there was going to be a response. And now they're giving Gallant the 5-minute major here. So I'm interested to see how they end up calling this. But if you, like, this is kind of falling right into how Jett Woo would like this to go.
Sure.
Like, ideally how Jett Woo would go. He got his pound of flesh in the first. He sat in the penalty box. Time came and went. He refused to answer the bell when someone who's more in his weight class asked him if he would oblige. And he is on the bench. He's been taken out of the penalty box, so I don't think he's going to get any call here. But it is surprising that they're going to give a 5-minute major to Gallant, and it wasn't a 5-minute major for Woo when he basically did the same thing to Basha earlier on after a play. Basha never able to get his gloves off in that fighting situation. So, 5-minute major here for the Wranglers to try and kill.